Ida Norris here and Mary Ballard riding Stuart at Mill Pond Farm. We're looking at correct rider alignment today, and at the moment Mary's in an excellent alignment. You can see the middle of her shoulder to the middle of her hip to her heel in alignment. This is good rider alignment for dressage or Western dressage or working eck. This is a balanced seat rider. Now Mary is going to demonstrate chair seat to us because this occurs a lot to a lot of people. So Mary, go ahead and get yourself a little out of position. Yeah, sort of like this. Now you see that she's sitting on the back of her seat. Her legs are in front of her. Her thigh is too far forward. Although her heel is jacked down, everybody would say, wow, her heel is down. She's really out of balance. And this is what the chair seat looks like. Now, in order for Mary to correct this, it's her thigh that has to come back and off the horse, the entire thigh. Then she wraps her thigh and calf around and then presses her ankle down. Now we're going to show you something else that's really important here. I'm going to walk right up on Mary and have a real close-up of her foot. In order for the foot to be really correctly in the stirrup, the very center of her stirrup or stirrup iron is right over what should be the crease of her foot. Here's my finger coming in. You can see the crease in the boot right there. And the crease is centered in the middle of the stirrup. Now, if you have your foot on the toe, now Mary, move your foot to just the toe so that only your toe is in the stirrup. Then you're gonna see that although her leg may be almost in the same position, she doesn't have as much support, and especially if a rider for any reason has to post. So Mary, put your foot more correctly back in the stirrup. Good. Now we're going to check out that she's got her balanced position. So we're going to see the thigh down, and what she did was she brought her thigh off the saddle. She brought the whole leg back. Then she wrapped her ankle around it, and you push in a little bit on the outside of the ball of your foot. So the center of the ball of your foot, which is where the crease is in the boot of the stirrup, is in the center of what would technically be the stirrup or stirrup iron. This is the same for dressage, Western dressage, working eck. This is balanced equitation the world over. Even saddle seat people put their stirrups on like this. If you have your foot on the toe of the boot, you will have difficulty with this. So you're looking to get your leg back under you and in a balanced position. So we've just reviewed a balanced position versus chair seat. One more time, Mary, chair seat for us. Yeah, and so a lot of people aren't even that bad. So give us modified chair seat, Mary. Not quite so bad. Now showing us exactly how to fix it. She lifts her thigh off the saddle, brings her ankle back, wraps her feet in, and I'm going to walk around to the front of the horse so you can see what this looks like from the front. And fairly good for her that her toes push pretty much forward because she has some weight on the outside of the stirrups. Looks like a pretty good job. If you can, you center the center of your feet so that you have a ½ an inch on each side of the stirrup. Mary's tricky foot is her left foot. That's the one that's not quite so bad. Yep, she's trying to adjust it. And you have to turn your stirrups out a little bit. So a little bit of help there with position. We hope this has been helpful. Let us know. Thanks, Ida Norris, Mary Ballard, Mill Pond Farm.